friends, welcome back to my corner of the earth. I am as Earth. I wanted to show you all something that I did wrong. Last week I had the opportunity to harvest some fresh herbs from my aunt's garden, and I went ahead, washed them when I got them, laid them out to dry, and started the process of bottling them up. And unfortunately, today I checked in on the first set that I jarred, which was the lemon balm. It was in this jar. Got a little label there. But this morning when I came to look at them, I noticed that they were brown. And so it's okay. I'm not going to beat myself up. All is fair in learning. And so I'm going to show you what the lemon balm looks like. This is what the lemon balm looks like right now. I had to remove everything from the jar. I had a good amount of lemon balm, but I made a rookie mistake. I didn't allow them to dry thoroughly enough. Now, mind you, they were already sitting out for about 4 days, and prior to putting them in the jar, they were nice and vibrant, smelled really good, and they were crunchy. But I realized where I went wrong, and I know what to do differently next time. Although on the outside the plant may appear dry, there can still be moisture within the leaves that I can't see. Now, I'm not using a dehydrator, neither am I putting them in an oven. I'm literally just leaving them in a dark enough space in the kitchen for them to dry naturally. And so unfortunately, I feel like I caught this in time, but I don't think that they're any good. Like, I can still smell the medicine. Like, I can still smell the medicine, right? I can still smell the lemon balm scent, but I don't think that I'll be able to use this, unfortunately. And so I have them sitting out here. Let me see if I can show you. I have them sitting out here on the counter, and I'm going to just kind of watch them to see how they respond. Chances are, like I said, I'm just not going to be able, unfortunately, to utilize them, but all is fair in learning, and so I don't only want to share the pretty parts of this journey, because nothing is ever always pretty. And so I want to be transparent in my learning. And yeah, this is just one of those things. And so next time I'm going to be a lot more careful and mindful, specifically perhaps just letting them, even if they look like they're dry, ensuring that I leave them out for a little while longer. Now, I do have some other herbs that are currently still drying, and I believe they're dry because, one, this was a large bunch. This was a lot of lemon balm that I had received, and was able to get from my aunt, harvest from her garden. And so I dried them all together. And so perhaps placing them well, not immediately, but placing everything in the jar, like I said, there probably was just some that was still moist. Also, I decided to keep the stem, and so it's possible that moisture could have also been in the stem and not necessarily like the leaves, but you can hear that. And so, yeah, my fault. I'm gonna figure out how to reuse this. Probably use it as compost, maybe. I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna talk to my aunt and do some of my own research to see how I can utilize this, if at all. But I'm gonna try this again. And I'll let you all know how it goes. But in the meantime, all hope is not lost, because I still have some herbs here that are drying, and I'm going to show you all. So I have peppermint here, and as you can see, you can hear that, right? I have some thyme here, what I consider, or growing up, what has been considered in my home, Jamaican thyme. Now, this is like your regular thyme that you get from the store, but my family is from Jamaica, and so this is the thyme that grows in Jamaica. So we call it Jamaican thyme as well. And then I have some lemon balm thyme here and some lavender, a piece of lavender rather. I am gonna harvest some more lavender, but for now I just started out with that little piece. And then I have this here as well. So yeah, we will try this again. We're gonna try this again. We are going to try this again, and we'll see how we do. We'll see how we do next time. Okay, so I want to show you all the books that I have so far. If you have any favorite herbalism books that you recommend, please lovingly leave them down in the comments. Also, remember that I am, although internally and spiritually I don't feel new to this, physically I am new to this. I am learning. I'm still very much a beginner, but the first book I have is The Herbal Drugstore. This book was given to me by my grandma. It has her name in it as well, so I love looking at her handwriting. But this book, my grandma had it for a long time actually, and it has different herbs in it, and it tells you the importance of the herb, what the herb does, like the benefits and stuff like that. And so what the herb is good for. My grandmother highlighted this page, but I have been utilizing this, studying from this. Also, Sacred Woman, Big Up Queen of Four. I have had this book for a very, very long time. I bought this book in my early 20s when I was on my journey to self. And this book is just a beautiful book of healing. There's also a lot of great information in this book, and there are also recipes in this book as well. And so I really like this book, and it just feels good to kind of get back into my studies. I have some post-its here marking pages that are important to me, and these pages have been marked, like I said, since in my 20s when I first got this book. So getting back in tune with this is also great. This is the illustrated encyclopedia of healing remedies, which was gifted to me by a sister in Older Earth in my 20s as well. And so this book is helpful. Visual learning helps me, I'll say that. And so this book has also been just a good resource. But again, if you have any favorite books that you like, any books that you think will be helpful for beginners wanting to know more about like foraging especially, please leave them in the comments. And then I have this book. This is The Garden Wonderland. This book was gifted to me by my friend Lauren. Lauren got me this book as a going away book when I was transitioning out of New York, and it was right on time. I mean, it's self-explanatory, right on time. So recipe books, herbal books, gardening books, things of that nature. I like this book because it specifically details how to curate your own garden, and it just has so many different plant types and their uses, and also just shares, like, look how beautiful this is. Look at that. Like, this is so gorgeous. There's a lot of great information here. So I've also been studying from this book too. And so feel free to leave in the comments your suggestions, recommendations. I would love, love, love to obviously learn more and to get some, information and ideas. as I continue to grow on my journey.